Today we're going to learn how to make these whale tail shaped tabs from this board here. So let's get to it. Hi guys, it's Kat here from Jolly Jam Journals and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to bring you an easy hack on how to use this We Are Memory Keepers Tab Punch Board to make some do-it-yourself whale tail tabs. So I was playing around and actually I was making a whole bunch of page tabs, and I wanted to show a way that you could make one of these without one of these, which I know I'm very lucky to have. I scored that a few years ago and I'm very grateful I've got it. So I was just having a look around at different options, and I know that there's a few videos around using circle punches, etc. I just find that they have the circles a little bit too round. It's not quite the shape, so I was pretty determined that I wanted to get the shape. So I've come up with a bit of a way, and I think it looks pretty close. I mean, these are a mixture of tabs that have been punched out with the actual punch and also ones that I have done. So let me see, I was doing so many of these last night. Let me see if I remember this morning how to do this. So I've got myself a 2-inch punch, which if you don't have a 2-inch circle punch, then maybe try and find something that's got a 2-inch, you know, like maybe you've got a bottle, or, you know, even if you just use a compass or something to get a circle that's going to be 2 inches. So I'm just going to punch out. This is just some manila file folder, which I keep a box of these on hand. They're great for tags. They're great for this type of project. So now that I've got my 1-inch circle, I just fold that in half, like so. And then I bring it in to the tab punch board, and now I'm going to hold this up to the camera just so you can see. I'm just going to get a little tool just to show you where I'm pointing out. But I found that this little lever here, if you just line that edge of the circle punch to just the in between where the blue and the white is, so it's to the almost to the medium, but I line it up here and then punch, and then you've got that side there. Now the other side is a little trickier, and this is probably going to come down to a little bit of trial and error, but I'll try and show you. I ended up making a mark on my board, but pretty much you just bring that in, and where the small is, just down the bottom here, and when I say the bottom, so where the small and then this little line here, I measured that and it's about 0.5 of a centimetre, so 5 millimetres, and I think in inches that could be 3/8 of an inch. So in the end I got the right shape and I ended up tracing. So, you know, if you want to do this, that's what I suggest you do. Once you kind of get it in the right position, make a little mark so you know for future. And the other trick I can say is, because it is a little bit of a smaller circle, just make sure that you have that folded edge there, have that lined up. So if you turn it over, that's what you're looking for. See there, you're just looking for that little arc there to come up to this position here. Hope I can show this. I don't know how else to explain it. And then you don't want it butting right up to the edge. You want it just a little. It's probably about 2 millimeters in from the side. So Let's punch that. And there you go. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. I found that if you didn't, like if you had it on an angle, you know, this is exaggerated, but if you had that in and it was slightly not butted up against here, you would get a bit of an odd shape. So I think the trick is to just make sure that you've just got it aligned with this back bit here. So we'll do it again to prove that it is working. Now I had some paper that I was cutting out. No, we'll do another one of these, as I seem to have gotten this working now. Oh, my bin is full of paper, little circle tabs where it wasn't quite working. So I'm so pleased to have finally worked it out. It's great to have an option if you don't have this tab, you know, because if you're making a journal, you could make, you know, 8 or 10 of these, and you've got them. Okay, so we'll do it one more time. So lined up, as I said, with that lever in between where that line is with the blue and the white. So we've got that side there, and then just bring it in. Now, just to have, you know, a little pokey tool or something, or a skewer or something that you can just push that in and just make sure, and I just even turn it over and just make sure you've got that lined along the base there. And then tab. Yeah, that one's worked out really well. Now, just for a comparison, so we've got the one that we just made now. So I'm just going to punch out one using the Stampin' Up! Whale Tail tab. And if I put them together, they look pretty good. Like, honestly, you really can't tell much of a difference. I think it's a very, very good resemblance myself. So if I line them up, I mean, that's the original on the bottom there. Almost identical. There is another size that you can do. So this first size with the 2-inch circle punch is more the traditional size, as in like what you will get if you used a Stampin' Up! Punch. But if we got a 2-inch circle punch, now is that a 2-inch? No, this is a 2.5-inch actually. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get a circle out of this. I might just be able to get a 2.5-inch. Okay, so punch my circle out, and again just fold that in half. Okay, I might just crease that down. It's a bit bigger, so might just give that a good, with a bone folder or something, just to create a nice edge. And then if you line that up against the large, so I'll just get my little tool again. So just line that corner there against the large marking, and then punch, and then you get that shape, and that's fine. We'll fix that up in a minute. And then you just bring this one in here and you just line it up against the small and punch. And then you just get this little shape here. So if we just get some scissors and just snip those edges down, and then you get a larger tab. So you have options there. I mean, they're good. Like, I was decorating and like I was able to, you know, get this guy here stamped on. So this will just give you a bit more room to decorate. So that's how you can use the tab punch board to make the actual tabs. So if you've got any questions, let me know in the comments, and but hopefully that demo was enough. As I say, this, once I got my measurement correct, I just made that little marking there. But if I get my ruler, you'll see here that that is pretty bang on to 5 millimeters from that bottom line there. And then the other tip is just to make sure that you do have it straight against that line. So now I've got all these and I started decorating. So I thought we could just play around with that a little bit. So these are just some old scrapbook papers that I had. I'm honestly going through my scraps so well. This is another option. I actually have a digital kit in my store, and you get 72 page tabs, and you can fussy cut these out. So these are the larger ones, and then these ones here, if you do happen to have this whale tail tab. Now there's also this Vasson, I'm assuming that's how you, Vasson Creative. I know I got this from Witchcraft You Do, which is an Australian online store, but she does do delivery overseas. There's a certain value that it will be free delivery, and they make a whale tail tab version. So I'm not sure if she's got any in stock, and I don't know how it punches. I don't know if it punches the same size, but if you did have one of these have been made so that you can actually just come in and punch. So if you didn't completely line it up, because that did kind of move as I was punching, you can just come in and just use your ink just to stress the edges. So there's 72 different colors. They're all very pretty. It's been a very popular digi kit on my Etsy shop, so that's another option as well. They go beautifully with, you know, vintage style or any style really. So yeah, that's another option there. I'll put the link to that digi-kit in my description below. But yeah, a great way. I mean, I use manila file folder, and you can also, just as I said, you can use some scrap paper, or I like to use craft brown book page you can use. I even had some perfume, and I like the pattern of some of the trim on the outside of the box, so I just punch those out. So great way to just use up scraps. So I thought that's another one of mine. I'm not sure if I just punched that out or if that was another one. Even just the tiniest little scrap that I had, I managed to get it in and I punched it, and I was able to make a tab out of it. So I thought we could decorate. Maybe we'll do a large one and a couple of large, and we'll just do some of the smaller ones. So I don't even know really anymore which is from the tab punch and which is the ones from the tab punch board. So these are some of the ones that I was decorating last night. I mean, that one I was just really mainly playing around with. I don't know why I got this golden rod, but I must have had something in mind when I got it. So I was just sort of playing around with that. But yeah, just here we go. Oh yes, that's right. I got a grid stamp. So we might pull that out and decorate a couple of these up. So all right, so as I said, first of all, let's ink. So I'm just going to use the Distress ink. That's the Vintage Photo. So just Yeah, I'll just do one more. So I will bring out another video, but I'll bring in other styles of page tabs. But because I know that this whale tail tab is very popular, I wanted to kind of do this as a separate video just to show you how to actually make this, the shape. So, okay. There we go. So we'll do 2 large and we'll do 2 of the smaller ones. This one here I got from Darkroom Door. So this is the grid pattern. So I'm going to come in with, I've got some Ranger and this is the coffee. So I'll just ink up one little corner and then I'm just going to stamp. Oh wow, that, that looks awesome. And I might just do a small one as well. Okay, and then I might get my script stamp and just do a bit of script, and we'll do the same here. Now, one option you could do is you could do a sentiment. I made these a very long time ago when I was doing some specimen labels or specimen slides. And so what I did was I actually cut one of these up and I used it on the label. Or you could, if you have this one here, this Stampers Anonymous tiny text, that's the CMS 394, and they're good because they've got some nice little sentiments. So I've got Best Day Ever, or you know, Just One Life. I'm just looking at the smaller ones that I think would probably fit. Let's see if we can here. Be Authentic. Okay. So I might just get my black and stamp that like that. And then you could come in, I was using the Field Notes, I believe it's called. Yep, Field Notes, CMS 396, and this one was a good one, this little round one here. So might just get out my, this is Memento Ladybug. Do that, whoops, and even a little number. So I might try and get, I've got them all out on my desk because I was stamping away last night. I want a smaller number if I can. Actually, even the rub-ons are good if you've got some rub-ons. So I might see if I can find something here. Yeah, I might go for that little 1878. Okay, so I might pop that one up there. Down. There we go. So that's one. I mean, you could decorate the other side as well. So this one here, we could come in with our stamp. So what did I do there? Be Authentic. So we could come in with Best Day Ever. And then we could just come in with some number stamps. There we go. I kind of feel that needs something, so to break that up. So I might come in with this, even a green. I don't know if I've got a green. Let's have a look. I do. I have got Fern Green. So let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay, so that's another one. So they're the two larger ones. And then the smaller one, I found this was quite fun. Oh, that's the green. Don't want the green. Let's go the black. I should probably put a piece of paper down. Even coming off center a bit like that doesn't really matter, it still looks really good. And this one here, what I might do is it is small, but I've got some really tiny labels here, so let's see if I can, yeah, pop Imagine down. And then I've got this little flower here which was looked quite nice as well, so we'll get one with a gem. Okay, so we'll just glue this one down. Might be easier just to use my glue. Okay, and then I'll see if we can, I will have to glue that little gem back on that's come off. Okay, and then we'll just glue this one on. And there you go. My scissors, and I might just snip that little bit of thread off there. There you go. So you can go to town and decorate these any way you like and have a whale of a time. So as I said, I just wanted to hop on and just show you how to use the Tab Punch Board to create these whale tails. I will be back with another video because I've actually got a few different shapes as well that we can use, and we'll have some fun decorating those. So thanks guys, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up, share the video, comment on the video, and if you haven't subscribed, it would be great if you would consider subscribing as well. Hit that notification bell so you know when my next video comes out. Until then guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.